everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a tutorial, so I'm going to show you how to make a miniature bucket for Schleich horses. So you're going to need one of these little paint cans that I feel like most of us have laying around. I have a whole bunch of these in my painting supplies, and they're them little paint containers that come with them crafty little painting projects, and you'll just need one of these, and hopefully you have some. You will also need some paint, so I'm going to paint my bucket silver, but you can literally paint it any color. You could use the paint in the can to paint it if you wanted to. Then you will need some craft wire, but if you don't have that, you can really easily use a paper clip, which is what I'm going to do. And it's nice to have your scissors handy. You will also need a sanding block or some sandpaper, paintbrush, a sharp knife, and please be careful, don't cut your fingers off. And I forgot to make a clip, but you'll also need a small pair of wire pliers and some wire cutters. So the first thing you're going to do is take the paint out of the paint can. If it's old and yucky, just wash it out or save it if you wanted to save it. And wash it up in the sink, and it should look like this, all cleaned up. Then cut off the lid. So I guess you could make a bucket with a lid, but for the type I'm making, you can't do the lid. So I'm just cutting it off. So if the paint can you're using has this little plastic lip or like rim that goes around the top, I like to cut that off to make it more realistic, but you can just leave it there and it's fine. But I use the knife and I very carefully cut that off. Do be careful, don't hit your fingers and cut yourself. Then when you're done with that, this is how it should look. I just like how it looks. It's all smooth. Now you're going to grab the knife again, or maybe you could use like the sharp point on a pair of scissors, but basically you're just going to poke it through towards the top of the bucket and twist it around. Basically you're making a hole here in the side of the bucket, so later you can put the handle on. Then directly across from the hole you just made, you're going to make one just like it on the other side. And this is what it should look like, and you don't want your holes too big. This here's a good size, so pretty simple. So now for the sandpaper, and you're just going to sand the bucket, and the reason I do this is because all the little paint cans I have are a really smooth, shiny plastic, and the paint I have does not stick to this very good, but it sticks a lot better if I sand the bucket because the sanding kind of roughs the plastic up and it makes it a little rougher surface so the paint sticks better. So I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but if you can see, it's going to be much easier to paint now. And that is the next step, so it's pretty straightforward. You just paint. So I just finished putting on the first coat. Now we're going to let it dry, and then I'll probably do a second coat. And then, of course, you let the second coat dry, and then while it's drying, I'm going to get my paper clip, and I'm going to basically unfold the paper clip and bend it out so it's going to be a straight piece of wire. Now you're going to bend one of the ends of the wire up, so just like you just seen me did, and you're going to put that end through one of the holes of your bucket. Of course, it's dry now, and you're going to bend that end up and kind of close it together, but not quite. Then you're going to take the other end of the wire and put it through the other hole on the other side. So you're going to put it through the outside, as you see me doing in the video. And this is definitely the more harder part of making this little miniature bucket, is dealing with the wire. And it looks a little messy now, but I promise it looks good when we're done. Then you're going to take some pliers and you're going to bend down the ends that are sticking up, and you're going to bend them down, and this secures everything and cleans up the look. Now you're going to use the wire cutters and snip off the ends because they're probably really long. And crimp the ends down again with the pliers because they're probably sticking up a little bit too. Alright, right, so that is my little tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. And I just want to mention, so I do have a Schleich tack shop where I sell things like this. And if you go there, like right now, the link will be in the description. There's nothing for sale right now, and that's just because I don't have anything made right now. But I am working on something right now that I should be posting today, hopefully. So if you go there and there's nothing for sale, just check back later because I put things up as I get them made and they sell out fast. But anyways, I just wanted to mention my tack shop. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye! Mwah.